stops that you want to see for Southern and makes them take it out on the sideline and earn it.
Richmond in the air, lays it in. Beautiful move. And the comparables. A couple of big steps for Richmond, who connects inside. And
on the floor.
Acuff, drive and kick. 3 in the corner, yes.
And that's what they have to do.
Yeah, Knox held strong there.
And look at this, you don't get back the big stump recover.
You know Tom Izzo's not going to like that, and Richmond throws it down.
Shots.
Woo.
Wow.
73.
How about 73? And
Yeah,
Billy
there you
Richmond will rain one in. That's his first field goal.
In the corner, another 3. 15 in each of the first 3, and there's a takeaway. Wagner to Richmond. Brazil loads up. Richmond, another one.
And every possession becoming that much more crucial. Billy Richmond to catch the spin. And from Simmons. Another rebound for Knox. Thomas, there's the lob. Richmond the catch and the flush. Oh, that was pretty.
And you can pass it ahead to that, brother, because he's going to go get it.
He's going to elevate and punctuate.
Amen.
Mitchell over you and wide right. Another rebound for Carter Knox. Thomas, there's a patch to Richmond. How about the windmill? Back-to-back highlights from the rim. And Arkansas will come back. Richmond with the step around. And he gets a friendly roll off the turnover, though. The 5th against Arkansas. McMillian. Nice ball. Billy Richmond says no, sir. Open look for Carter Knox. That was long out of his hands. Richmond the catch and the flush.
Ewan played at Florida State and Ole Miss. The step in. Richmond. Look out. Big finish for Billy Richmond.
Great read, and what a motor this kid possesses. Always brings the juice.
Arkansas extends the lead. Duke has turned it over 4 times. Boozer puts it on the deck, and it's partially blocked by Richmond.
High defense, everybody in the lane, and jumping that past the lane. Whew. And good recovery, too.
Ewan, diagonal, Richmond, count it for 3.
Look at that, good gap defense. Oh, nice cut.
And it's laid home by
Conwell too strong, and here goes Billy again. Richmond all the way.
That's why they come into the iron. Thomas in the game. There's the Billy goal. He will punch. You need some energy.
Probably the staple of the dribble drive. Get guys in that corner, and when they drive, you spray it to them.
But Billy Richmond, he'll respond and answer with a Thomas, the step back 3. Guess who? That's Billy Richmond flying in the flush.
Got a pair of mans now in Charlotte these days. Acuff, difficult shot. Richmond, there he goes. Early minutes of this game, but that was it. Billy Richmond for 3. 12. Could not finish. Here comes Acuff. Look at the lead feed to Richmond. Score it! And the foul! Transition opportunities have been, I can understand they're so tempting. Oh, another lob to Richmond!
Turnovers. 21-point lead. Corner 3 round today for Houston was essentially a practice. Oh, that was practice. Richmond 3.
That's trouble.
Yeah, Wagner through the alley-oop. Yep. Beautifully to Richmond.
You get Wagner on a NASCAR cut. Same cut, this time for Richmond.
With a left hand, and Richmond goes to his right.
Just wearing Tennessee.
By 11, going on a late surge to put it into a very competitive, entertaining game that they ultimately win. Quickly into the front court, he gathers. Back out to Richmond, the lefty wants it. Richmond 4-3. Thomas likes that left wing triple. Hasn't been quite as efficient tonight as a couple of days ago. Richmond, though.
Tonight, Arkansas, every 50-50 ball is to them. South Carolina, a half step behind.
Richmond hangs, hits, and delivers a 3-point opportunity.
Come in the paint. Richmond, mid-range. John Calipari knows his value, calls him a GOAT. Billy GOAT. Surreal has it swatted by guess at midcourt. Ross solves it by finding Surreal. Richmond with the rejection. Here's Acuff the other way. Arkansas has life.
There are so many players that would not even take a chance to get posterized by Surreal.
9-0 Arkansas run, and they have a chance to add to it. Here's Richmond from Acuff.
Billy Richmond Jr. also in for the Razorbacks. There's the drive and an easy finger roll for two.
This guy brings the
pinpoints. You'll get that when you have 13 dunks. Richmond Jr. true on a three. He threw it to nobody. Brazil running the floor. The shovel to Richmond. Hangs and hits, and he'll have a chance for three.
They drive or pull up and shoot.
And Billy Richmond goes downhill. There's the scoop. And one. The Billy goes.
He would have tossed Stone Cold at the age of 13. Had some explaining to do.
Richmond flies in and across the lane.
And that is a go catch.
School record for 2-point field goal percentage over the course of the season. And Richmond shows why as he knifes his way in for another layup. And Brazil, a great shot blocker, affected that even though he didn't touch it. Here's Acuff. Lob. Finish!
All triggered by Brazil's rim protection. And Billy Richmond, you can't throw it up to him.
Wagner drives, lobs, and Richmond is there for the flush.
Take a look at the backside of your screen. Great cut there by Richmond. Excellent timing.
Richmond hammers it home to give Arkansas its first lead of the night.
If you're Kentucky right now, spread the floor and get something downhill. Billy Richmond has been outstanding today off the bench.
Shot clock down.
Trevin Brazil and back the other way. Billy Richmond on the lob from Acuff. Richmond, his first shot is good from the top. And he's got the ball here to start the second half. Floater, yes sir! Up top to Billy Richmond.
Ball screen coverages.
Billy Richmond the third with a clear lane, dropping the hammer. Richmond somehow explodes to the
80% of players, that would have been a bad shot.
Right. Richmond in transition. And you see Richmond come away from the pack to Brazil, back to Richmond! Big to big transition.
Here's Richmond into the paint, gets to the rim, finishes. Billy Richmond
The toughness plays and the physicality that Coach Kyle needs from him.
Richmond through traffic, left-hand scoop.
Run their stuff, blowing up screens.
Knox ahead to Richmond. Step through with the offhand, finishes again. Billy Richmond is off to a... And it's stolen away by Billy Richmond. Hello! Goat, Billy Goat, and Rise.
And it starts really with...
And tracked down by Malik Thomas. Lob Richmond. No way. What a play by Billy Richmond. He has been all over the place for Arkansas tonight.
I mean, this guy's had at least...
Malik Thomas picks it up. To Acuff. To Richmond. He got to start earlier this season as Pettiford knifes his way through and Richmond gets the block. They double him and Richmond steals it away. Hello again. Richmond. What else can you say about this guy? Billy Richmond is in for Darius Acuff Jr. Here's Richmond. Hello. Goodbye.
This will be in the Billy Richmond family for years to come. I mean, you talk about having a night. 25 points, highlight after highlight, and what makes him so great isn't just the athleticism.
But his plan is to get fresh legs out there, given Thomas's three, no good. Wow. Look at Richmond go up and get it. Acuff, yes, and credit Billy Richmond. Wagner pushes Richmond. All he sees is the backboard and the bucket. Yeah, Billy Thomas who steps, that's blocked. 4 seconds, and that's a contested jump shot by Richmond. Move it back to Acuff. And Richmond pulls up, contested 2. 5 on the shot clock. Wagner to Richmond. Loves the baseline, and he lays it in. He is so experienced.
This is Acuff time.
Yeah, or Thomas or Richmond. Oh my goodness, Billy Richmond.
The game now.
Acuff looks just as fresh as he did the opening minute.
Yeah, they're going to leave Richmond open, and he knocks it down.
On Missouri, the Razorbacks will be in the bonus the rest of the first half. Richmond spins up and under. Come on! Circus shot for Billy Richmond.
Physical move. But he can play on the outside and the inside and really read the game.
Great take by Billy Richmond. Richmond left open and makes him pay.
Yeah, that's a big shot right there by Billy Richmond. Not being respected.
Richmond getting to his spots. Has double figures in 6-3. Gives it up. Richmond downtown.
Man, oh man. Billy Richmond III.
The freshman Isaiah Seeley. Richmond has been fantastic. And the floater short. Track down Acuff. What a feed inside to Richmond.
Sometimes they will zone and then go man after 2 or 3 passes. Watch out. On the slam, there's Richmond soaring up at 6.
Brazil trying to jump inside the paint. Here's Richmond.
Got it. A three-pointer on the money. What did you take away from him? He said be a killer on the court. That's who he is. Tips it ahead to Richmond after getting that one on the steal.
That a little bit more, Alyssa. Just the very fact that mother-in-law came in there somewhere.
But swished in by the red-hot on the high post.
Well, hand off for Richmond. A pull-up pop. Knocks that down. A sweet shot.
The only regular season meeting between these two. Billy Richmond III, who has been on an absolute. Acuff running the floor. Lob. And Richmond with a finish. Rebound down to Richmond. Look at him pushing. He's got one speed, and it's full speed. Now a steal by Thomas. Nice look ahead. Richmond will slam it. His first points.
Texas fans saying it counts just the same. My goodness.
Off the bench for Sean Miller tonight. Lob to Richmond. He'll collect and finish.
I say yes. If they finish the regular season. Oh!
There it is!
Young fella! Go get it!
Billy Richmond III.
2 things you can't coach, talent and chemistry. And the Razorbacks have both of those.
So you have to understand when a possession needs something better than that.
Richmond. And a quick burst by the Hogs. And 8 down to Thomas by Brazil. Isaiah Seeley on the floor. The lob to Richmond. Phillips Jr. stripped by Wagner. Ahead to Richmond. Arkansas off and running in our second half. Thomas, the dump off to Richmond.
So good. So good.
And of those 18-5 on the offensive side, Billy Richmond rolls it home.
I don't know if there's a better finisher in the league. He shoots.
Thomas finds Richmond. He's a terrific. And then turned it up. Here's Acuff. Billy Richmond looking for the screen for Pat.
And Richmond erases it. Here comes Acuff.
Richmond with a burst to the bank.
And Arkansas's got it
to Mark. Acuff's got a chance to push here. 3-on-2.
Here's the
alley-oop to Richmond.
Here is the problem.
Billy Richmond can get downhill in a hurry, and he catches it on the run. That's the dynamic play. That's why Spain gets credit for that.
Wow, what a finish. Thomas the feed.
Back to the basket big. He can stretch it out. You can run some offense through him.
Richmond knocks down a 3. Much better.
Wagner, who we started earlier on in the year, finds Richmond. And how about that?
Billy Richmond III
Still as well. And everybody is seeing a good one. The spin by Richmond hangs and hits.
Tyler Nickel. See if Arkansas can spread the floor and get something into the paint.
Richmond always looking to get into the paint.
Back to the left.
Okereke got a strength advantage on Richmond, but Richmond does a great job. And the possession arrow will give it back to Arkansas. Richmond may be a little bit shaken up for a long time on the bench, but as you have mentioned, this is a tough kid. He is staying in the game, obviously, and it doesn't appear to have hampered his vertical leap.
Nobody